Hi everyone, welcome to Commerce for All. This is Dr. K. Chitra Chellam, Assistant Professor of Commerce, working in APC Mahalakshmi College for Women, Tuticorin. And in this video, I am going to give a gist of entrepreneurship, innovation, and skills required for a successful entrepreneur. Let us now look at the meaning for the term entrepreneurship. The word entrepreneur is derived from the French word entreprendre, meaning to undertake. So an entrepreneur is a person who undertakes the risk of doing something new. He is a person who is willing to undertake the risk of starting a new business venture in order to earn profit. Entrepreneurship is developing and managing a new business venture by taking risks in the corporate digital world. Let us now look at the need for entrepreneurship in today's fast-changing world. So first, entrepreneurs, they try to identify the problems and challenges faced by the people, and they come out with innovative solutions by means of their technological innovations. For example, Tart & Sense, a Bangalore-based startup company, introduced an artificial intelligence-based robo, for using in farms to remove weeds in farming activities. And this robo actually helped the farmers not only to remove the weeds, but also to reduce the chemical usage and to reduce unnecessary cost. The second need for entrepreneurship is entrepreneurship increases the gross domestic production and it creates employment opportunities. As we all know, the population is increasing, whereas the employment rate is decreasing. So a country will be able to provide employment opportunities to people only if the gross domestic production is increasing, and that too in India, if the gross domestic production is at the rate of 8 to 9%, the country will be able to provide employment opportunities to nearly 30 billion people by the year 2030. So the government is promoting entrepreneurship to increase the gross domestic production as well as to increase the employment opportunities. And when a new business is created or launched, more people are needed to achieve the vision and mission of that particular business venture. So first, the entrepreneur undertakes the risk of employing himself, and as the business grows, he opens more number of branches and more number of people are to be recruited, and in this way he provides employment opportunities. The next need is entrepreneurship not only improves standard of living of the entrepreneur, but also it improves the standard of living of the employees as well as the customers. The next one is entrepreneurs continuously conduct research to come out with innovative solutions, innovative products, innovative ideas. And they don't just stop with this. They also fund educational institutions to conduct research, to promote innovation and entrepreneurship among the students, to motivate the students to come out with innovative ideas, to encourage the students to start startups even at their student life. Regarding the factors that motivate a person to become an entrepreneur, there are two factors. They are pull factors and push factors. The first one is pull factors. That is, these factors pull a person from his existing job and motivate him to choose entrepreneurship. And these pull factors are dissatisfaction in the present job, no increment in the existing job, no chances for using his or her skills, conflict at workplace, no freedom to work, lack of recognition by superiors, lack of promotion or advancement, and difficulty to get a job in a government organization or even in a private sector, and sudden closure of organization in which the person is working, maybe due to loss or some other reason. So all these factors pull a person to choose entrepreneurship. Let us now look at the push factors, that is factors or desires that pushes a person to choose entrepreneurship. And these factors are desires for self-fulfillment, desire to achieve, desire to increase the wealth, desire to think creatively and innovatively, desire to work as a part of a good team and to solve problems and challenges faced by the people by means of technological innovations, desire to work independently, to take decisions as well as independently, desire for self-esteem, desire for achievement, desire to give employment opportunity to others instead of relying on others. And by this way, it can also contribute significantly for the development of the country and the desire to start a similar enterprise in which he worked at a small level. So these are the factors that motivate a person to become an entrepreneur. So there is a saying that entrepreneurship is both a challenge and a great opportunity. And it is in our hands to convert challenges into opportunities and to convert opportunities into achievements. And to convert an opportunity into achievement, an entrepreneur needs certain qualities and skills to become a successful entrepreneur. And these qualities and skills are, number one, curiosity, that is finding and exploring new opportunities. The second one is structured experimentation. So just curiosity is not enough. You must test the opportunity by conducting research and by means of experimentation. The third one is adaptability. That is, an entrepreneur must have the ability to adjust himself to the changes taking place in the environment, in the economical environment, in the political environment, in the legal environment, and so on. The next quality is decisiveness. He must have the ability to take the correct decisions at the right time. The next one is team building. He must have the ability to organize the people working in his organization and must direct them to achieve the goals of the organization. The next one is risk-taking ability. Comfortable with failure. Of course, business venture is full of risks. So in case of failures, he must accept the fact and he must be comfortable with failure. The next one is persistence or perseverance, innovation, long-term focus. Short-term vision is not enough. He must have long-term focus, self-motivation. He must have adequate knowledge about his own product as well as about the product of his competitors, knowledge about customers. He must have self-confidence and financial management skills, vision, business management skills, right from planning to controlling. An entrepreneur must have good communication skills, and besides that, he must be a good listener also. So only if he has good communication skill and listening skill, he can develop good communication network. The next one is critical thinking skills. He must analyze a particular problem from different point of view, from different angles, from different perspectives, and not from a single perspective. He must have problem solving ability. He must think creatively. He must have leadership skills. Apart from technical skills, he should also have soft skills. So these are the most important skills or qualities that are required by an entrepreneur to be a successful person. There are 5 types of entrepreneurship, and the first one is social entrepreneurship. So these entrepreneurs, they start business which aim at service, providing service. So they focus on solving problems related to education, health, food, and so on. The next one is innovation entrepreneurship, and these business firms give more importance for inventions and innovations. They aim at producing products and services which were never tried or produced by some other person. They give more importance for technology. The third type of entrepreneurship is big business entrepreneurship, and this type of entrepreneurship has defined life cycles. So first, they start their business by producing a product which is already existing in the market. And as the business grows and thrives, they introduce new and innovative products related to the main product. So for this, we can say the example of prestige cooker. For example, switch cooker. And this type of big business entrepreneurship, they also acquire smaller organizations. The next type of entrepreneurship is small business entrepreneurship, and these entrepreneurs, they start business at small levels. So for example, local restaurants, grocery shops, dry cleaners, and small retailers, they use their profits for sustaining in the market and not for scaling and for expansion. The next one is scalable startup business entrepreneurship or startup companies or startups. So what are startups? Startups are companies that are focused on a single product or a single service that the founders wish to bring to the market. And these companies do not have a fully developed business model, and they don't have adequate capital to take their business to the next level. And most of these startup companies are funded by the promoters themselves and also by venture capitalists like Silicon Valley. And in India, we have many venture capitalists like Axel, Helion, Kalari, and Matrix, and so on. So these startup companies have innovative ideas and dreams, and they get support from investors who believe and who are attracted by their innovative ideas. So this type of entrepreneurship is experimental and of course scalable also. So they must recruit right and reliable people who really support their dreams, because in case of failures and loss, these people are answerable to the venture capitalists, that is to the investors, who should be given a return on the capital invested. Now let us look at innovation. So what is innovation? Innovation means using new technology and using new ways of thinking to add value to an existing product. Innovation is needed for the survival of business and industries. Innovation can be introduced by means of getting feedback from customers, from employees, and by actively engaging in research, as well as having collaboration with startup companies and innovation companies, research institutes, and so on. Types of innovations. The first one is incremental innovation. So in case of incremental innovation, existing technology is used in an existing market by adding new features, by changing the design of the product, etc. For example, smartphone market. So innovation in this market is just updating the hardware, improving the design of the phone, mobile phone, adding extra features like pop-up cameras, sensors, and so on. The next type of innovation is disruptive innovation. In case of this innovation, new technology is used in an existing market. For example, iPhone. iPhone, by introducing touch screen device, replaced button phones, keypads, and so on. The next one is architectural innovation. So in this type of innovation, existing technologies used in a new market. So for example, technological giants like Amazon and Google, they use their existing expertise, technology, and skills in a different market in order to open new markets and in order to expand their customer base. So for example, Amazon recently entered into medical care field, medical sector. And the next one is radical innovation, that is using new technology in a new market. For example, inventions. So these are the most important types of innovations. If you wish to become an entrepreneur, then you can invest in any one of these sectors. For example, trade, it may be wholesale, retail, franchisee, and so on, services, agriculture, forestry, fishing, manufacturing sector, construction sector, mining, quarrying, gas, electricity, and water supply. And among these sectors, service sector plays an important role in increasing the gross domestic product. So it accounts for more than 50% of the gross domestic production. So it is better that you invest in service sectors like hotel, communication, transportation, real estate, financing, community, social and personal services like event management and so on. With an entrepreneurship degree, what are the types of jobs you can get? So you can get a job in a middle level management. You can become a middle level manager. Of course, plans are formulated by top level management, but they are implemented or executed by the middle level managers. You can become a business consultant with an entrepreneurship degree. You can become a sales manager. You can be placed in research and development department. You can become a not-for-profit fundraiser. So by using your entrepreneurial skills effectively, you can raise funds by means of networking and business relationships. You can become a good teacher. You're not going to teach entrepreneurship, but you may belong to any major. If you have entrepreneurial skills, you can use those skills to teach the benefits of maths and statistics to business, literature to design promotional tools, and history for innovations. You can become a human resource manager, that is a recruiter, and you can become a good business reporter and freelancer. That is, you can write articles, can be a trainer, can act as a resource person for a conference or a seminar, and you can use your expertise, knowledge, and your skills to make the session more interesting and knowledgeable. So here are a few tips to develop your entrepreneurial skills. So you must read books related to business and entrepreneurs. You can enroll in a course related to entrepreneurship. It may be either in offline mode or in online. For example, Swayam. You must attend workshops conducted by MSME, DIC, Chamber of Commerce, and other trade organizations. You must listen to podcasts. It is videos, YouTube videos of successful entrepreneurs. You can listen to the motivational speeches of successful entrepreneurs and so on. And you can seek the advice from an experienced business mentor. If your option is to get a job, then you must apply your entrepreneurial skills in your job for the purpose of career advancement. That is, advancing within one occupation. That is from cash, for example, from cashier to customer service. So if your present position is cashier, your place is a cashier, and you want to get placed in customer service department because you have skills like communication skills, networking skills, you are a cheerful person, convincing person, then you will be placed in customer service department. And if you want to occupy a head cashier position, and if you have skills like honesty, credibility, and so on, you will be automatically advanced to head cashier position. The next one is advancing in the same industry but not occupation. So staying in the same industry but not in the same occupation. For example, if your aim is to become a manager of jewelry shop, then you must work as a salesman in a particular jewelry shop, then as a floor supervisor. You will be promoted as a floor supervisor, then as an assistant manager, and finally you will become a manager of that particular jewelry shop only if you have entrepreneurial skills. Only if you have the ability to apply these entrepreneurial skills effectively. And another example is, you are an assistant professor and your dream is to become a vice chancellor. Only if you have these skills and if you have the ability to apply these skills effectively, then you will be promoted to you will get an advancement and you will be promoted to various positions. Your services will be recognized. You may be promoted to a next level. That is, you may become the head of the department or a controller of examinations or a principal, and finally you will become a vice chancellor. This is the image of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So as we all know, the basic need is physiological need. After satisfying the physiological needs, a person tries to satisfy safety, then love and belonging needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. A person who is placed in a job tries to satisfy physiological needs, safety needs, and love and belonging needs, while an entrepreneur, he satisfies all these five needs. So besides satisfying the physiological safety and love needs, he also satisfies the esteem needs, that is the desire to lead a prestigious life in the society and the desire for self-actualization. That is the desire to use the fullest of his potentialities and capacities to improve himself for self-fulfillment, for personal growth, and to fulfill his dreams. So to achieve self-actualization, an entrepreneur must develop all these entrepreneurial skills effectively. That is, he must have creativity, he must be an honest person, he must have credibility, he must think innovatively, creatively, he must be a good decision maker, he must have problem solving skills, he must accept facts and failures, he must have tolerance, risk-taking ability, and persistence. So only then he can achieve this self-actualization needs. An entrepreneur, by being self-actualized, he's not only trying to he's not only satisfying his own dreams and aims. He is also satisfying the needs, the desires, the wants of his employees and the customers, and of course the society as a whole. Thank you.